It's time
For
to start
what?
the show.
In
show? 5,
Jesus
4,
coffee?
3,
All right, I'm ready.
2, 1.
We're live.
Welcome.
First story.
That would be mind blowing.
Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. What is he gonna bail for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down.
According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing. TSTOMG.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time.
TSTO.
What is happening, people of the interwebs? It's the trending story. I've got my phone on right now. I'm recording just to see, like, what does it look like when we go live? We can share with our people. A little BTS. Chris, what's going on, buddy?
Hi. How are you tonight?
You know, just living that dream, right? Everybody's doing good. We started a little early. If you were here, I'm glad you're here. Nona was here. Let's see who is here. Yeah, it is. We're like, well,
We did start early as far as like when we say the show will go on.
Yeah.
But we did start early with like a little pre-show.
Right. Yeah, we weren't like actually early. That'd be silly. That wouldn't be us. It wouldn't be the trending stories taking over.
You got to start with the tease. You know what I mean?
That's
and then
right.
Work your
you
way
got to
up from
feel
there.
it coming. Get a little EBR action. And if you don't know, the song we were listening to, that's Eric's Bike Repair Weekend Warrior Part 2, my favorite song by EBR. Frontman, writer, guitar, records all the things.
Well, I record demos.
I mean, is the Jakester. You can check that out on all the places.
I can hear the applause through our internet connection.
Look at that. There it is.
Wait, that's not Chris?
You hear the whole crowd.
Okay,
singing that.
I'm glad you did that though because we're getting to spooky season.
We are. It's getting. That's true.
So yesterday,
It's your favorite time of year, isn't it?
Oh yeah, baby! It's the most wonderful time of the most spectacular time of the year.
Spookiest time of the year.
It's the time now where we're gonna start watching, Halloween movies nightly.
Right.
It's gonna be good.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
And the reason why I'm so up on this is because
you got your little Michael Myers back there.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him up here
We don't
tonight.
have
the other
8-bit
Michael
Jason Voorhees.
I'll bring him
here.
in.
All right.
I'll bring him in. He's sitting on top of the Super Nintendo in my room right now.
That's a good place for him to be.
Yeah, because he's 8-bit.
Does it ever freak you out at night because he's 8-bit and he's on the Super Nintendo? And like, what if he comes to life?
I thought
No, he's
Super
a
Nintendo
solid-
was 16.
What?
It was a 16-bit regular NES.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
I think it might be.
I think you're right.
I think drop the nerd bomb.
Because I know that the Friday the 13th game was on the original Nintendo system.
It's on every system now, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. With
that one you showed me,
emulators
it
and
was
stuff.
like, I was actually scared watching it.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh man,
was
I
like-
can't remember. Oh man, it's like
MurderMeNow.com.
something.
I don't
Pretty
know.
much like that. Yeah, it's like a hide and seek game you play with your friends online, but one of them's like a famous like movie monster, and like all of you run from him and hide.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a good time. Anyway,
You know what?
Spooky season's
Spooky
coming up.
season's coming.
And the reason why I'm all hyped on it is because yesterday was 100 days until Christmas. And
Oh wait, how did I not?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We're missing the countdown.
But I will not let that happen this year because we can't skip over some of the most football season started. We're gonna talk about that for a little bit. Spooky season coming around the corner with Halloween. Then
but
we
the
got
CDC
Thanksgiving.
said to cancel Halloween.
You know what? It doesn't look like we're gonna have a Halloween, but I guarantee you.
So that they're gonna have to like stuff's not happening. People are doing trunk or treats in their neighborhood, but nobody's gonna. Hey, comment below if you're gonna ring doorbells, and my kids can't say yes because you can't because it's not happening.
Yeah, no. Well, okay. Here's the deal.
Bing bong.
There's going to be a lot of Halloween stuff. There's going to be a lot of Halloween stuff. It's all going to be illegal.
Oh, like fireworks.
No, it's going to be like speakeasies for Halloween.
Right.
They already have the.
It's like underground Halloween stuff.
Exactly. Actually, this gets into a whole other thing. Did you know Babe Ruth played baseball before women had the right to vote?
Good for him.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I found that fact out today, and I just thought that was crazy.
Interesting.
He played 15 years
That's a That's a good long
before
time.
before
Are you
women were
saying
able to
that
vote.
his career playing baseball led to the
Possibly
voting of women?
Yeah.
He was the leader of women's suffrage, I think, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
leader of women suffering?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because he's a big old mean hoss that smokes cigars all day long.
Right. Yeah. I saw
Oh,
the movie.
jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah, you saw The Babe?
Yeah.
The Babe.
Wasn't
yeah.
that what's his face from Roseanne?
John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Gosh,
he's also in The Big Lebowski.
You know, I still
That's
haven't
right.
seen that one.
You haven't seen
Dude,
The Big
that one's
Lebowski?
good.
I know, I need to.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges. Hey,
Yeah.
come on, man.
The dude.
Right.
I can't get it to connect. I was going to play some Christmas music to make you excited.
No, that's upsetting.
All right, so here's the deal.
Christmas magic right
Yes.
here. At dinner today, I was talking to Keegan, and because I was talking about we got to watch Elf this year. This is going to be the christening of the Elf movie.
He's not
haven't
seen
seen
it?
He hasn't seen it yet. No.
Oh.
And I was telling him about that scene.
Zoe Deschanel
where
is a revelation.
Isn't she great? But,
Fantastic.
I would marry her in a heartbeat.
well,
Have you heard her sing the 100 Acre Woods theme?
no.
You've made a mistake, my friend.
Okay.
Listen
I guess
to
I'll
it.
check that
Anyway,
out.
continue your story.
Anyways, I was telling him about the part where he was talking to Peter Dinklage about like, oh, it's an elf, and he's like, call me elf one more time.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Like looking at me like, what? And he's like, he's like, oh, you're a grumpy elf, and he just gets on the table, and starts running at him like that, and he just belly laughed, and so I'm like really excited to show him the magic of Will Ferrell as a.
It's gonna be fun, man.
6'2"
That's got to be
elf.
fun. I mean, Home Alone is that.
Oh man, we're
Oh,
so
that's a good one too.
So we missed so 100 days is today. to
100 days was
Christmas?
yesterday.
100 days was
99
yesterday, so it's 99 days
till Christmas.
We're double digits to Christmas, which I'm way behind on my countdown. I need to get on that. We'll work on the next week. You know what else we missed last week?
What happened last week?
Last week was the 50th episode of the TSTO show.
Oh my gosh!
Last week was 50.
Wow. COVID robs us of everything.
It does.
Feel like
It really
we should hit
does.
a buzzer because we didn't even realize it. I remember I came in for 48, and I was like, "This is 50," and everybody's like,
No, 2 more, and then 3 more. We're like, hey, we missed 50.
Right.
But you know what? The good thing is there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of things out there that are happening, and we got to talk to them because the stories keep trending, and we can't do anything but talk about them.
That's right.
But the first thing that we need to do is there's some sports that are happening.
Sports are happening. All of
Um,
them seem to be happening at once.
Right, they're all kind of happening at once, and I just I don't know why I'm holding this helmet right here because I mean I had that back there for a reason because what happened this weekend, Jake?
We got robbed,
What-
man. We got
Chris, did you see the
hardcore
game?
robbed.
What time was it on?
It was on
5:20.
Sunday.
Kickoff was at 5:20, and then at 5:10 we watched the national anthem, and
Can
there was
you
a
watch it
scuffle
on
in my
Netflix?
house. No, you can't watch it on Netflix.
Netflix, get on this.
You can
okay?
probably watch it on YouTube
They're
TV.
busy. They're busy doing movies like Cuties.
But Hulu has live sports.
Yeah, Hulu does have live sports. That's
Yo,
true.
Hulu sponsor us.
I know. Yeah, Hulu. Where are you at?
Put Baker meal face.
Baker Meal Face. Baker Meal Face.
Put Baker
That's his new
Mayfield's
name.
face.
Baker Mayfield's Mace.
Mace?
Batman Mobile.
Batman.
Batman Mobile.
So
Family
yeah,
Women
so
Mobile.
football is happening, and the Cowboys lost.
Cowboys lost.
because they tried to
That's a
cheat.
shame.
Cowboys lost for a
And
number of reasons.
The
They was
Steelers
sloppy all
won,
around.
so
That's
it was
shocking.
good.
I like the Steelers once.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger came out of not playing for a year and looked like it for the first half, and then he decided to play some football in the second half. So that was
Awesome.
good. Who knows what'll happen?
Man, I wish Dak wanted to do that.
But you know what's really important is to know what's the rankings of the most important sports.
right.
Okay.
Like what's the rankings of them? If you were had
But
to list them out from a totally objective source.
Like you're gonna
Like-
get this straight from the horse's mouth.
Absolutely. Like there's no bias. It's very direct reporting, and actually comes from your favorite place to live online. It comes from
Internet's
TikTok.
casino.
TikTok. So check out the top 5 sports. We'll just check it out. All right, so you guys get to hear it again now that you couldn't hear it.
Number 5, we
Here
got
it is.
soccer. I'm not really a big fan of it, but some people like it, and it's not a terrible sport. Coming in number 4, we got
Not
hockey.
a terrible sport.
It's a very hard
I
sport
feel that
to
way
master.
about soccer.
And
Yeah,
also,
I think hockey should
there
get
was a lot of
higher than
contact
4.
and fighting
Well,
on the
I'm
ice.
surprised baseball's number
Coming
3.
in number 3, we got baseball.
I just ruined it for them that
It's
hadn't
not
seen
that
it.
hard of a sport because if you hit a
knew
home
it
run,
already.
you have a really good chance of winning the game.
Is there still no sound?
Coming in
No,
number
they
2,
hear it now.
we
They're
got
just delayed.
basketball. It's really intense to watch, and also a really fast-paced game. And coming in at number one, we got football, baby! It's the best sport in the world! And really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Top 5.
That's awesome.
So that is our boy, Mike 525.
52547.
Yeah, Mike 52547. If you need to know any of the top five of anything. Now, I was looking, does he have a top 5 movies? Because I would love to see that one.
Not yet. In reality, there's only 4 of those.
There's only
he
4
doesn't
of
have
those?
he doesn't even have a top 5 of those types of videos.
Well, how does he not
yet.
just have all top 5s? Like,
That's
just
what
constantly be
well,
top.
this just
Message
started
this
a couple
guy,
weeks ago.
Hey, Mike 525, you got to do all top 5s.
But
all time.
I mean, it's so funny. It's so funny to me. Yeah, that's exactly.
Baseball is not a hard sport.
Baseball's not that hard of a sport.
It's a very hard sport.
It's probably the hardest sport.
No.
Hitting a little ball with a big bat.
It's thrown right at you.
It's not thrown at you.
It should be.
No.
Okay, for someone like me that has astigmatism and has the left eye of an
Hey,
80-year-old.
how about somebody?
Don't play baseball.
How about somebody that didn't know he had astigmatism and still played baseball?
Boom.
I'm just saying. That's me. In
Wait,
case you
I thought that was me.
No, it's me. I didn't know. I didn't know I needed glasses until after I was out of college.
See, the problem
I already
is
played
when
all
you
my
have-
sports.
When you have astigmatism, your eye looks like a football, which is just God telling you you're on the wrong field.
See, I was. I had to go to the other field.
Right.
So yeah, but Mike 525, he's got all the information. If you need stuff, if you need info, if you need to feel,
Go check him out on
if you
TikTok.
need to feel the flow, go check him out on TikTok and follow the Steelers because the Cowboys, you know. But in other news, we
I have to burn that helmet now because same rules apply to the Cowboys helmet as the American flag.
oh, does it really? Is that how this
Absolutely.
works?
It's America's team.
So speaking of America's team, we're going to talk about America's restaurant because
America's team is Travis Scott and
America's
McDonald's.
team is
In-N-Out?
become Travis Scott and McDonald's. You probably haven't heard about this, Chris.
Probably not.
But Travis Scott and
Who's Travis
McDonald's, he is a
he's a little
rapper.
guy.
And well, that's not actually him, Chris.
Yeah, he just really wants like so bad to be a real boy.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Like he
wanna
wants
be a
it
real
so
boy.
bad.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
So Travis Scott and McDonald's have struck a deal. So he is now a spokesperson for McDonald's. And this deal is crazy.
It's kind of insane. I didn't know the full extent until you showed me.
Multi-millions.
Well, so nobody
know
said
yet.
money.
We don't know
Nobody
yet.
said the money. But when you look at what this deal encapsulates, it's nuts. So the deal right here. Here's
It's using
here's
a brand to further your own brand.
It's both. They're mutually exclusive, right? Right. He's gotten to the place where he is one of the most influential. I mean, they say musicians, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He's creative.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I will give him that.
so
I
this
actually
is-
like a couple of his songs.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
But he's basically a McDonald's spokesperson. And the partnership is this. So there is the Travis Scott meal. You can go to McDonald's and say, hey, I want the Travis Scott. It's $6. You get a quarter pounder with bacon.
With bacon.
Right.
Which is already an option.
Right. It's like not a special thing. You get French fries,
Already your side.
like French fries. You get a side of barbecue sauce because
Which you can
that's what he
just
likes to
ask
dip it in.
for.
Right. You can just say, hey, I'd like barbecue sauce. You don't have to say Travis Scott. And a Sprite.
Which is a standard on any soda fountain.
So there's like nothing that's proprietary about this meal.
No.
Which
not
is
at all.
interesting.
It's literally just Travis Scott's order when he goes.
It's just like, hey, when I go to McDonald's, this is what I order, so you can order it too.
I
like
mean-
he could have done the same thing, just putting that on his Instagram and saying, hey, this is what I order.
I mean, it would
But
make
they've
more sense to me if like the Travis Scott meal at the bottom of the bag, it's like, oh, there's a burger, there's the fries, there's barbecue sauce. I have my Sprite. What is that? Oh, this is a Glock. You know what I mean?
So there's a video here that tells us a little bit more about the meal, and Travis Scott actually narrates it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so we got to listen.
Without further ado.
Without further ado, we got to get into Travis Scott telling us about his McDonald's meal. Here we go.
What's up, world? Yeah, you. I'm Travis Scott. This is my McDonald's.
Well, that's not
order.
actually him.
Follow
That's a
me.
little play toy that's like him.
Here's
Does
my
he come in the
quarter
meal?
pounder with lettuce, pickles,
You can
onions,
get one of
ketchup,
these little
mustard,
guys.
and bacon. Here's my fries. Sometimes I do this. Then I dip them into barbecue sauce.
How many people are going to
Oh, yeah.
stab their
My
barbecue
Sprite.
sauce with a French fry?
Dude,
Order since
the
back
one
in
that's
this.
like super
You can
cold
try it too.
under your car seat.
So
And he's a superhero.
$6. Say Cactus Jackson.
Oh, there's the real superhero thing. It's under $6.
So,
Right. Well, that's the
yeah,
thing.
it's $6.
If you were to order that regularly, and I can say this because I go to McDonald's
$22.50.
pretty regularly. No, it's not $22.50. It's like $10.54.
Still for
I mean,
McDonald's
no, yeah,
meal.
no, I mean,
Hey,
that's like
do you
significant.
when you go to McDonald's in the comments? Tell us what you order. I mean, I order the Diet Coke because it's $1.
And while you're at it,
And I get
tell
a
us
French
Cactus
fry.
Jack sent you.
And Captain Jack.
Cactus
Cactus
Jack.
Jack.
Cactus
I
Jack.
keep want to call him Captain Jack.
Captain Jack.
I don't think that's
Sparrow.
what they're selling at McDonald's.
I literally, I don't know what happened, but
Savvy.
Jack Sparrow, right?
Yeah.
You said that,
Savvy.
and I was going to say, yeah, Will Forte. Will Forte did not play Jack Sparrow.
No,
it
not
was
even
Johnny
close.
Depp.
Not even like a similarity.
No,
he
not
didn't even
no.
do him on Saturday Night Live.
But that really makes me want to watch
Last Man on Earth.
Well, a version of Pirates of the Caribbean with Will Forte.
Oh,
Jack
Will
Sparrow.
Forte. Hey, if you're watching this,
Will Forte is the one that did Quilton with Will. Do you know what that is? I feel like I might have shown you the one.
Oh, is he from the show that you were talking about with like the sketch comedy and he was on the plane?
No, that's Tim Robinson, which he has a show called Detroiters that I watched a lot of today. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Travis Scott, right? Back to McDonald's.
Right.
In the comments, tell us what your order is from McDonald's.
$6 for that meal.
$6 for that meal.
An action figure. I'm down.
No, not with an
Not
action
with an
figure.
action figure.
Because the other side of this deal is merch.
Of course.
So there is a plethora of Travis Scott merch.
That's
and
not a good word. Plethora is too small.
Jefe, do you even know what a plethora is?
It means a lot of things.
I do not know, Guapo. I do not have the extreme intellect as you.
What is this from?
What?
Three Amigos.
Three Amigos.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on. Jake gets a buzzer. All right. So anyway, the Travis Scott apparel line with McDonald's. I can't believe you didn't know that.
I
I don't know
know.
Jake.
It's been a long time.
And
since-
prune
When-
the hedges
when
of
was the
America's
last time I
small
watched
villages.
that?
I don't know. It should just be here. It should just always be here.
I think I was under the age of 10
Well,
the last time I saw that
that's
movie.
your fault. Nona's a Big Macker. Nona orders a Big Mac. Have you tried any of the other Macs? They have a Big Mac. They
A
have
Little Mac?
A Little Mac.
I had my first
like a
Big Mac ever last year.
Oh, I'm
Really?
with you. I'm with you. I did too. I had never had a Big
And
Mac
I was
before.
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I've
all right.
had McDonald's, I think, 3 times in the last decade.
So do you not like it or just don't think about it?
Look at his body. He doesn't need it.
He's a specimen.
Wow. No.
And it's in the parking lot of where you work.
Your shirt says strong
Yes.
like coffee.
No, it is actually. People, we talk about it all the time. But like, yeah, if you'd like to use the restrooms, you can go to McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, arms are closed. Sorry.
So okay, so they've got this merch deal. So it's
Yeah,
Travis
merch.
Scott, the Travis Scott. Now I don't know if Travis gets like residuals when they say I want to order the Travis Scott. Ellie, which is probably Travis, I think right now, Diet Coke and fries. That's right. That's my fam. But
That's it? Just the fries?
usually just the fries.
That's cool.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
That's like Uncle
Oh,
Royce.
so Holly's giving us the inside scoop on you, Chris.
What now?
Holly's giving us the inside scoop on your McDonald's issue.
Okay. What? was
Okay,
it?
so here's what
Remind
she
me.
says. Here's what Holly says. His wife doesn't get it for him.
Oh.
Wink, wink.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
You in the McDog house, bro.
Is that
all
because like
well,
she doesn't like it? Holly, is
no,
that because
we-
you don't like it?
she can answer for herself if she likes. But no, I don't. I actually don't care for McDonald's as much. I think if we're gonna spend the money and time on any kind of fast food, it'd probably be something more.
Panda Express. Panda Express is amazing. Like I'm shocked that I got
Always
nothing
good
from
here.
that.
I mean, Panda
What?
Express is okay.
I've never had an issue.
Like water. Anyways,
So they got the deal at a place that Chris hates to eat. So don't worry about it. Or it just doesn't go there.
It's just like
It's McDonald's.
we're doing great at this.
they
right
went.
now.
They had their dark time, right? And then I just never recovered from that when they started to like change their image and actually have stuff that's nutritionally value.
Oh, right. They tried to change like after the Super Size Me movie came
Yeah,
out, and they tried to
and
be
all
like,
that stuff.
"Oh, we're gonna have
And
salads."
we just don't
and
do fast
apples.
food.
Yeah, 100%
that much
beef.
at all, anyways. So if we're gonna spend the money, might as well get something that's
So
great.
Holly's helping you out with the answer here. She's laying it up. She says, "If we do fast food, it's In and Out."
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's the job.
She's like
In and
it
Out.
tastes
Like,
better.
yeah,
with that.
yeah,
she doesn't
yeah.
eat burgers and stuff in general, and she's like, I'll eat In-N-Out. Okay, oh, that's good. The boys love In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out's great, but I like the mere fact that all 5 of us can eat for $30 there.
Yes.
You know, McDonald's, $6 a meal. Nope.
Yeah, $6 a meal, maybe. Like I think that's discounted because
will
wait
eat
a
an
minute,
entire
6
meal
times 5
and
is
then ask
exactly
for another
30.
one.
fast math, Jake. Good job.
Quick maths.
Anyways,
So Travis Scott has this deal with McDonald's. We're gonna get to the story, I promise.
Right.
And he's got this merch. So it's all this merch. And I'm gonna wait till the end of this merch list to show you the hottest selling. But I want to show you something. So there is a ton of merch. Look at all this stuff. This is all the Cactus Jack is his nickname, I guess. And so like he's eating a quarter pounder, all this stuff. Is that
That's a
rug?
rug. Yeah,
That's a rug.
That's a rug.
oh my goodness.
what's the far right? Is that a sweatshirt
This?
where it shows him eating the Big Mac?
That's a rug.
That's a rug.
That's
That's
the
a
rug.
rug.
Look at that.
Big mouth rug. Look at that.
I almost would rather have it as a sweatshirt where like his dreads are like the arms.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. So you got all this stuff, right?
That would be amazing.
You have a Cactus Jack Arches cup for 20 bucks,
bro. This is like
That's
the thing.
clear. You don't even sell a Starbucks cup for that much, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Wow, really?
We have a cup that comes out every season. It's this studded cup, and it's different colors every season. And we get them, and literally the people find out the day we're gonna have them, and they'll be there at opening at 4:30 in the
It's
morning.
like pop figures. That's insane.
But like that is people that pay $5 to $6 for a cup of coffee. Not
No, a cup of coffee is $2.75.
Yeah.
well,
like if you're
okay,
gonna
no.
get just
but most
coffee.
people don't just come for coffee,
Like
Right.
a frappuccino or a
right? Which is $6.
$6.
yeah, $5.25.
So okay,
For-
whatever. My point is
So-
the demographic of people that are buying at McDonald's. Typically, you wouldn't spend $20 on an acrylic McDonald's cup. They give them away for
But at
free
the
with
same
their
time,
drinks.
this isn't to me. This is all just Travis Scott stuff. Like this, even though the McDonald's logo's on it, which
It's McDonald's all over it. It's not like that's
I
the
know,
weird
but
part.
the only reason why it's actually selling for those prices is because of Travis Scott.
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean I get that.
And the people that are, I mean, sure, McDonald's, like, I'm sure Travis Scott has like a play
It's
with
a
the
licensing
audience of
deal. It's
people.
gotta be a licensing
Well, I'm
deal.
sure that Travis Scott's audience contains some people that go to McDonald's. But reality is the people that are in Travis Scott's audience are also the people that buy just a plain white Supreme shirt for $150.
That's true. I don't understand that.
No, it's
I
literally
still don't
just,
get it.
it's clout. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
It's
just
the
being able
label.
to
It's
walk
just
down the street.
all white.
All white. Nothing about it. I mean, half the time they'll have like a little tag that says Supreme on it.
It's all
A
about
plain
that
white
label,
shirt
isn't it?
With the Supreme logo is like almost $200. I'll pull something up for you.
So
Like wearing a cloud from heaven. Like, is it feel like
no.
that?
It's
No.
a Hanes shirt.
I think and a
rebranded.
lot of the
Like,
time, a lot of times they're like the beefy tees that are not even comfortable.
Right.
Where are these people that spend that money? Can I just
Oh,
give them
Kanye
things to
West.
give me the money?
Kanye West is one of
Kanye
them,
West.
and Kanye West has fostered that culture since he started his whole collaboration with Adidas.
Yeah, it's so look at this stuff. Look at the stuff that's here. He's got these shirts, he's got the cup, and he got these bags. Now down here, look at this, Chris. See these words? Sold out. All of these Cactus Jack T-shirts
With just the action
McDonald's
figure on it.
with just the is sold
Get
out.
down to the Dickies jean
Oh,
shorts.
but look at all of this. It's
Yeah.
all sold out. Cactus Jack is gone. McDonald's house shoes with French
Hold
fries on them.
Those shoes, maybe.
But look at so the hottest selling item is right down here at the bottom. Okay, you got the jean shorts with the McDonald's patch on the back.
Okay.
You got two different versions of them. And then you've got down here at the very
A
bottom
necktie.
the McNugget body pillow.
Whoa, what?
yeah, bro.
Look at this. The Nugget body pillow, 36-inch long body pillow with woven label. Ships in 9 to 12 weeks. It's
probably
sold
made
out.
of real nuggets too.
It's $120.
After shipping and everything.
It's got the similar effect as if I ate nuggets.
That's crazy. That
No, there's just straight up people buying that.
it's straight up people buying that. And so Travis Scott did like a release thing, right? And he had all these people show up. And McDonald's Travis Scott meal proves to be popular, leading to shortages of upcoming change. Like they're running out of the food that he's promoting. This is one of the Instagram posts that I saw about this. But this whole thing, and then he does this release thing, right? McNugget body pillow is a hit on social media. That's the top selling thing. It's $120. Then he has a bunch of people show up for like the release of this meal, and it's like a feeding frenzy. There's all these people. Some of
Sharks
them
everywhere.
Sharks everywhere. And they're not wearing masks, a lot of them.
Sharks
and
with
so
lasers.
Travis attached to their freaking heads. That's right. But so he got fined.
Oh.
Travis got fined for all these people showing up.
Would you just throw shirts at him? There you go.
Yeah, honestly.
So-
At that point,
Yeah. Travis Scott, McDonald's fine, gets paid, and meal is still hugely popular. So a rep for McDonald's tells us they've taken care of the fine with the city. McDonald's paid the fine.
Wow.
This is such a lucrative deal for
Gilbert Arenas
McDonald's.
needs to start hanging out with Travis Scott so he can get people to pay his traffic tickets.
That's true. So this deal. Now, the thing that I really wonder about this is how many more brands are going to take the lead on this? How many?
It's
Who's
not
going to
be
follow
with
suit?
McDonald's. It's not going to be with McDonald's.
No. How many
gonna
other
be with
brands?
some- yeah,
Like okay, now Carl's Jr.'s be like, okay, who's going to be our guy?
I'll do it.
Right.
Will Forte.
Famous star
Will Forte.
right here.
But this is like the new extreme influencer trend. Like this is just
100%.
influencer marketing. That's all this
absolutely.
is.
And that's the thing that's crazy is like, first of all, McDonald's is talking about how they're both extremely interested in each other's brand.
Yeah.
I think Travis Scott just eats at McDonald's and saw an opportunity to make a butt ton of money.
Oh, totally.
I
Now-
don't think that he has brand loyalty to McDonald's.
No.
You will probably
Well,
see him
maybe.
driving through Del Taco. You know what I mean?
Not now. Not when he's probably got.
now,
go for it.
now because
He's
Del
probably-
Taco has the habanero crispy strip tacos now.
But those will be Pitbull's crispy strip tacos. I'm telling you, Pitbull's going to take Del Taco next. I'm calling it.
Elon Musk needs to
Elon Musk is going to get the Waffle House.
the Waffle House. I don't think the Waffle House community would like that very much.
You don't think so? Who
But
would
you
the
know what
Waffle House have? Comment below who the Waffle House would have. Who would the Waffle House have
Morgan
as their
Freeman.
spokesman?
Where's the Waffle
Morgan
House?
Freeman. The Waffle House?
It's everywhere and nowhere.
It's
Is it a
it's in the
fast food
Midwest.
No, it's not a fast food chain. There's one in it. Oh no, I'm thinking of Roscoe's.
Yeah, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. No, not talking about that.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's our boy Denzel.
Denzel Washington? No.
Yes.
No. It's probably LeBron.
Okay. Ooh, LeBron.
I think if LeBron started talking about Roscoe's and it was like he was
And
the
he's
guy.
in LA. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
You know
For your
where I was-
info,
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say for your info, a Supreme like Dickies style like mechanic shirt is $98, and all it has is like a stitching that says Supreme on the pocket.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the designs on these shirts that are
sounds
going for
supreme.
crazy money.
It's just this
Oh.
brand idea.
Oh, here, my buddy Scott.
Steve Harvey. That's a good one, bro.
That is the winner right there. Steve Harvey for sure. That's so, but that's going to be the new trend, and they're going to take these extreme influencers. I'm sure Kanye will take a brand somewhere, and
He's
he'll
already got
he'll
enough.
transform it. No, he'll be like, I'm going to take you to the next level.
What's Childish Gambino gonna do?
Oh, that's a good question. He'll probably do like Arby's.
Arby's.
I don't know.
Arby's is like
Arby's,
Will Arnett.
we have the meats.
Yeah, it's
Will Arnett.
Yeah, come to Arby's. We have the meats. You know what I mean?
And Batman.
Yeah, and Batman.
Lego Batman.
The Arby's has meats and Batman.
Well, so Travis Scott is making some waves, and in the music industry, people are saying he's sold out. From a fellow musician, what are you thinking? I mean,
As a musician,
I think it's just smart.
Right now
That's
in the
true,
world,
right now.
now, take what you can get.
That's true.
Take what you
That's
can
true.
get. And if you have, I mean, that's the thing is the only reason why this was able to happen. Cardi B, that's funny.
wait, Cardi B would be
Waffle House.
Arby's.
Arby. Oh!
We have the
But
Cardi
Will
B's.
Arnett does the voiceover, and then it's like, and then at the end of it, the new catchphrase is like, Arby's, you've made a huge mistake.
Oh, so true. Oh, yeah, Fraser Fam. That was a good one. But here's the deal. They're going to have to wait until after something happens because there are celebrities that are standing up to make a difference.
This is wild.
Oh,
They're
please.
standing up to make a difference, you guys, because you know what? That's what celebrities are for. They're to
right.
stand up and tell you what to do and make sure you feel like you're not doing enough because they're celebrities. And so what they've promised to do, which I'm actually kind of excited about, they've promised to shut up for one day. So,
Which ones are they?
So the ones that you want to shut up, probably.
Okay, like
So
that one?
in
Which one's that
protest, that's Kim Kardashian.
one? Oh, I thought she had dark hair.
She has all kinds of different color hair. I think changes all the time. In protest of Facebook's inaction in the face of disinformation and hate speech, the celebs are logging off.
Man, doesn't
see you
that
tomorrow?
doesn't that subtitle just roll off the tongue?
It really, you know what? I think this this is funny because what they're doing is they're standing up for the misinformation coming out on Facebook. Yet
That it's basically
any information that they give out most of the time is misinformation.
But it's them trying to cover their butts right now. It's them being like a Shaggy song and being like, "Wasn't me."
They're literally they're virtue signaling and saying, you know what, hey, you know, we hear people saying that you're not doing a good thing. I have no idea what you're actually doing or not doing, but I'm just gonna stand up.
Well, yeah, and it's groupthink.
It's
like
totally groupthink, and it's
now
insane.
Celebrities is just a hive mind. Just
Yeah.
as
as
a whole collection of people.
I think
which is why so many people are going to do the thing that Travis Scott did.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, and that works.
Well, yeah, it works.
I mean, that works.
But they're in the positions that they're in because what they do works.
Right. And Nona makes a good point. She says, nobody misses them anyway.
But it's only one day, people. That's the
It
thing.
is-
It's
it
not
is only
gonna
one
do
day.
anything.
Well-
It's not going to stop anything because money. They're saying that they want to do this because they don't want, like, I think they said they don't want injustice to be a profit. Or no,
Well, it's the
stop hate
profit.
for profit.
It's the stop hate for profit thing, which has kind of been propagated for a while.
Sure, but I mean,
and
at the
Holly,
same
you know
time-
what? I think the only reason to really get on Facebook ever, the only reason is the reason Holly gets on Facebook, and that is to watch the TSTO show.
That's right.
You know
That's
what,
the only
Holly?
time she goes on Facebook.
That's right. Absolutely. That's the only reason I can think of to come on Facebook.
It's so hard because, like, in this day and age, it's really one of the only ways to promote yourself anymore.
That's true.
And so, like, I can understand why, to some degree, celebrities would think, you know what, if people see me getting off of a social media platform, maybe they'll follow suit. You know, maybe they'll buy my Supreme shirt. The problem is that doing this for a day doesn't mean anything when you immediately get on the next day and start promoting your brand again.
And because that's probably where the majority of your income is coming from right now anyways.
Absolutely, especially for the people that are like Kim Kardashian.
So
right?
here's the list of people that are staying off based on this article. Kim Kardashian West, Mark Ruffalo, and Sacha Baron Cohen are freezing their Instagram and Facebook accounts today. You can't freeze our accounts. We're going to freeze it for us. I just don't see, like, these celebrities that are starting to stand up for things that they are supporting. It's really starting to get. They're doing it because somebody else did it.
Right. Yeah. And here's the thing.
It's not unique.
I would love to just hear individual, like, celebrities' thoughts on what's going on. Like, I'd love to hear
like
them,
their legit thoughts.
like, to put together a statement for what's going on. Because honestly, like,
and what they actually think, not what they're supposed to say.
Right, exactly. But with how much is going on, like, I don't even know what I think half the time about some of this stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
we don't know
Well,
what you think half the time either.
The thing when you think about, like, oh well, we give them so much power that whatever they say, we're gonna, like, oh yeah, okay. It's like if Chris Evans, Captain America, were to go and say something, it's like, well, yeah, maybe he's got a point. Well, why?
Why does
because
he
played a character that I love and think is an American patriot. When that's a character,
yeah, it's not real.
That doesn't mean that they're the same person, even though it's his face. And even then, it's like, well, that character is made up.
Right,
it's a complete fiction.
Right,
There's
and that character, most likely, more often than not, doesn't share really any traits with the person that's playing them, other than physical traits that match a description that was previously given in a comic book. You know what I mean? So it's just it's hoopla in a lot of senses. But the hard part is like, I feel like there's legitimate reasons to be concerned about what social media is doing. And not necessarily,
absolutely.
Not even necessarily just about, like, stop hate, you know what I mean? But I also think that it comes down to, like, how are we interacting with people? We're so connected, we're almost not connected to anything anymore.
To rise up and say, hey, stop hate. Ooh, good for you.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we all go for that.
How do you propose doing it?
Right. Here's an idea. Why don't you show us how you're loving?
Right.
Show us how you're out there loving your fans, loving people who differ from you, loving people who speak out against you.
Hard part is that these algorithms that have been created are going to keep us from seeing content like that, because just as a human being, we are more inclined to want to see the chaos, the destruction, you know, things like that. Like, we love seeing public freakout videos where Karens just yell at people.
Well, and the other thing, kind of going right along with this is it's not related to this, but there are. I mean, we're getting into it's the vote. It's time to vote.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Presidential election is coming up in November.
Not
Did you know that,
yet,
Chris?
Todd. We have to have Halloween first.
Wait, hold on. I thought the elections were put on hold because of COVID.
No.
Not the elections themselves.
The
Elections.
right. So not it's COVID.
I thought it was pushing
Yeah.
everything back. Movies, baseball, elections.
Election? No, because some things are important.
I thought they were going to keep doing that until
They
it's not convenient anymore.
They are really, but political ads are still running, and
It's
there
like
is
Trump's just trying to be FDR. That's why he's pushing everything back.
Well,
He's like,
of
4
course.
more years.
Trump's
and
not
then
pushing it
another 4
back.
more
It's the
years.
governors.
No, I'm saying that.
Yeah, I know.
And
Yeah,
of course the political ads keep going. I mean, yeah, the movies, the baseball, and everything.
So here's the
Yeah.
deal. The thing
all
that they're
political
really
ads.
talking about with all the Facebook is they're saying we're going to control the political ads. We don't want misinformation. The whole fact check thing. We're going to make sure that there's no misinformation coming out. They started with the COVID. They started the fact check things that show up. Stories will get taken off of Facebook and YouTube and all this kind of stuff, and they're really fact checking it. Well, there's a story that came out about Facebook fact checking specifically to political ads that were put up by political action committees, not by the Trump campaign, but they were Trump ads.
Dude, you
Okay?
went to the story bullpen just off of a side tangent. That's pretty
I know,
cool.
right? I mean, it just fits.
Yeah, it does.
Because the celebrities are standing up and they're getting off Facebook because they want to stop hate for profit. And the things that are getting censored on here. So I want to show you the ad so that you can see what they censored. And you guys haven't seen this ad yet.
Nope.
So I want you guys to watch this and see if you feel like fact check wise, this should have come off of Facebook. So here we go.
Sometimes politicians accidentally tell the truth.
Guess what? If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
And it's true. The New York Times says Biden's tax increases are more than double Hillary Clinton's plan. Even the Tax Policy Center admits taxes would increase on all income groups.
If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
Big tax increases crushing our recovery.
It could go higher.
America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
That's the ad that was cut. And if you look here underneath it, it says the overarching problem of curbing political speech aside was America First actually guilty of pushing a mostly false message in the ad? No. And to confirm this, we need look no further than the very fact check that resulted in silencing of pro-Trump organizations. So what they did is all that stuff is true. They showed their sources actually in the ad. And Biden said that. And that's actually his policy. Yet they're saying it's mostly false because, we can't check it. So we're going to say it's false. They can't fact check it, so they fact check it false, which is...
they can't find the footage that the ad is made from?
They can, but they're...
They might want to.
Yeah, it's really starting to smell.
So wait a minute. They can't fact check it because there's no facts to check? Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, so right here in the story, first, it openly acknowledges the experts have concluded that Biden's plan will result in higher taxes in all income brackets. Quote, some tax experts estimate that Biden's plan would mean higher taxes on average for all income groups, the fact checker admits. This is from the fact checker, okay? So how does PolitiFact rationalize its mostly false rating? The fact checker subjectively accuses the PAC of not giving the audience for the 30-second ad enough context and giving the wrong impression about what Biden meant. So by saying he was going to raise taxes and his policy saying he's going to raise taxes, the context they were missing was...
It's a weird line because I can understand how any smear campaign ad that has to be crunched down into 30 seconds kind of lacks some form of context.
Well, doesn't any ad that's trying to sell anything?
Yeah,
that's trying
100% lacks context.
The whole point of it is you're supposed to give your opinion, your perspective.
What if political commercials were just like ads for medications, and at the end it's like really fast,
the fine print,
and it's like, watch out because your taxes might be increased, and then and like all that
Voting
stuff
for Biden might give you diarrhea, and
exactly, stuff like that, where it's just the truth is like in the very, very, very fine print.
Well, but see, here's the thing about that. Like all of the stuff that was there, and they highlighted other articles, other resources, and they were talking about factual things. They put it in light that says you're not going to like this because it's going to raise your taxes, which is true with all of these programs that they're talking about, if government is funding things, the money has to come from somewhere. That's from the taxpayers. So that's a reality that is just real, yet they're taking that off. And this is just starting. Like they're just starting to run these ads.
Right.
And Facebook has said that they're not going to run any ads the week leading right up to election. But will they? Right? Will they actually not run ads? I mean,
well, Facebook, I mean, that's the thing is like all these people are getting upset in this whole like celebrity deal because of the fact that Facebook has an unwillingness to do anything in stopping misinformation, right?
Yeah, well, supposedly.
Right, according to
Just
them.
allow all information.
Yeah, just no information at all.
No, allow all.
Right, that's the other option. Yeah.
And then because then you can wash your hands free of it. Facebook, you don't have to be responsible for it anymore.
That's true.
That's
you know what?
That's so
Facebook,
difficult though.
Listen to Chris.
Because what happens if we already have so much more like information at our fingertips than any like race of mankind. Well, not race, generation of mankind.
I think that's critical race theory. I don't think that's allowed on the show.
Any generation of mankind has had, right? This is like right now it's the most information we've had. I'm telling facts.
Fact checker. Hey, you know what? We can't actually fact check that, so we're gonna just strike that from the record.
I hate this.
So Holly makes a good point actually, and this is another thing I was going to get to. They get money from their advertisers. So if Facebook is stopping the political ads,
yes, that was exactly my point. It's like Facebook is always going to favor on the side of the money.
Yeah,
Facebook is always going to favor on the side of the money.
But look what they did. They created a supply and demand chain. We will not be running ads a week before the elections.
Exactly.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
All leads that week.
Well, and the other thing is, I wonder if they're going to.
It's like a Black Friday sale, but no, it's like
which is canceled.
Like
Black Friday's like canceled.
Is it a white Thursday and then a Black Friday?
I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's something you can say.
I don't know. What is Thursday?
You have to go purple because I think that's the color coding for California.
I believe
so it'll be like a purple.
Is called Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Forgot about that. I forgot that's what leads up to.
We can't talk about Christmas yet because we have to respect White Thursday.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
Thanksgiving is White Thursday. You know what?
Wow. Actually, now that I'm thinking
I don't
about
like
this,
that, Jake.
oh my gosh.
That's really
I apologize.
What was the next story?
That was.
Yeah, we're going to boo that too.
Holy
that's
cow. There's so many layers as to why that's awful.
So many layers.
There's so many layers.
You know what?
Only one of them is Joseph Smith, which should tell you something.
So yeah, so Thanksgiving. So we were actually just talking about Thanksgiving leading up to Black Friday. Yeah, you know what? You missed. It's still flying away. Still flying away. Yeah.
Nothing to eat this Thanksgiving.
But yeah, so the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is now officially canceled, but they're doing like a virtual version of it where they're going to have the balloons attached to the cars and then drive the cars in a circle.
Even like the parade.
But it's like a symbol of Christmas is coming. Like that's the whole point of it, right?
No, man.
Yeah.
No, it's a symbol.
You know what? Because it's 99 days to Christmas.
No, they blow up these balloons and they go, "This is you today, eating all that."
Nona has a good point. Jake, behave.
Nona said that earlier, and I was like, you know what, Nona, you're right. I should.
You should.
And I didn't even realize I was misbehaving.
You know what? Sometimes you just act on a feeling.
I belong in free speech jail.
But you know what? You know what I think is a good thing that's going to happen with all this is that we're gonna have a generation of people that just want it to be fair.
But that's
they
all
just
winners.
want it to be even.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want it to be necessarily winners and losers.
This whole thing is crazy.
But there is, I think, a line when it comes to award shows, and you come up and you say, and the winner is
everyone.
A tie.
What?
Because this year in the American Country Music Awards, Carrie Underwood and Thomas Rhett tied for Entertainer of the Year. So they couldn't decide who to give it to. So they literally gave a tie.
I can kind of understand that.
But hold on. The whole point of an award show is to award someone.
The best is to award the best.
Right. That's the whole, you have to have a winner.
Right.
Like, are we going to have a Super Bowl tie? Come on.
Well, that's what they're saying in the article is like, are we just going to let two teams win the World Series this year?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
You know what? We're going to have 26 teams win the Super Bowl this year. You all get a trophy. You kidding me?
But
this is
okay.
ridiculous.
But
thank you for participating, Cowboys. Here you go.
I have no friends in this room. I have no.
Maybe Steve will come soon.
I have
Maybe
no
Steve will come.
comrades
Steve
in this room.
Comrade.
Comrade, I have no comrade. You know those guys that are like really creepy and they say comrade unironically? Like, you know, that's a bad dude. Like, if, let's say like your sister or something starts dating that dude, that is
red
bad
flags.
news. Exactly that. Exactly,
You
red
should not
flags.
have the red flags for me because I am a good guy and I hack
So,
into your
are you
system,
from
so-
Siberia?
Siberia?
No, I'm from New Jersey.
Hey,
I'm where the boss is from.
but here's
Siberian Huskies that I run around with New Jersey.
Sing a Springsteen song. You know?
Interesting, yeah.
Born to run.
that was a good Springsteen. I
boss,
felt
man.
that. But so they tied.
Yeah.
And people are up in arms, which they should be, right? They should be. In an award show, you can't say, you know what? They're just both
There
great.
are things that
If
they're
it was
upset about that I don't understand.
Now, if it was female entertainer of the year and male entertainer of the year,
What's the
I
problem?
get it.
Right. What's the problem?
But it's not. It's
not.
entertainer. You can't, because now you got gender bias. If you go that way and you're like, well, what if somebody wanted to compete in the female entertainer of the year that was born a man and now changed, and now you got all kinds of
There
messes.
should be a lightning round. We can't
You
decide
get
between
30
two of you.
seconds,
You both have to sing
At
a
the same
song,
time on top
and
of each
then-
other.
and then you have to sing a duet, and whoever supports the other one better.
So it's turned into
Musician.
American Idol.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Wowie, wowie, wow. I
And Simon
actually
Cowell
think
comes out and he's like, all right, let's do
you're all
this."
terrible and I win. He's like, you suck. I get the award.
You should sing on a cruise ship, seriously.
No, but I honestly think that would be really cool if it's like 30 seconds, best riffing, go. And then it's
Oh,
like,
I think you're going to say 30 seconds and the first one to bleed loses.
no, 30 seconds in the ring. No, but I think that
Get in the octagon.
They were doing the Chris Farley thing where he's like, I'm a maniac. You know what I mean?
Did you ever eat pancakes when you were a kid?
Yeah. Really ups the resale.
So there's a tie. So where do we go from here?
Well, okay.
We got to just start pulling
I
it
can
back.
understand having two exceptional performers and not being able to tell. Like imagine if you
There's a vote.
even though there. Okay, then that's even more of a reason to have a tie, because multiple people, like the exact same.
But then
number
you
of
have
people vote for those
tie-break
two
rules.
people.
It's like you can't have two winners of Survivor.
Right.
That's stupid.
I'm sure that that's
This is
happened.
dumb.
If Leo
I'm
DiCaprio
sure that's
can
no, it has
lose
not.
award shows that many times, I'm sure these people can too.
So in Survivor, if there's a tie, which there has been a tie, the third place person chooses the winner. There is a tie-break scenario. It happened. I watched it. It was phenomenal. CBS, I still would love to be
I
on.
don't
So
think
if you
that's
ever
a true
start
Survivor
recording
thing.
Survivor again, let me know.
That's not Survivor. That's
They
just
should
like
be- they should
natural
fight.
selection, but the natural is the third person.
Right. Well, they just turned that into part of the game show. Wow. So what you're saying there's things in here that people are complaining out that you don't understand.
Well, so many comments on Twitter and such have said they know
tweets.
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Wonderwood.
They know Carrie Underwood is so gracious. I would have told them to take their award and shove it. They said. There's also another person that said, "I'm furious you couldn't let a female win on her own. This is ridiculous and so embarrassing." I don't necessarily think that this, honestly, to me sounds like laziness and not like, well, we can't
It's a
have a
cop
man
out.
lose.
It's a cop out.
Men have been winning for too long.
So is the concern, has there not ever been a female country music entertainer of the year?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, no, I don't think
Reba
so.
McEntire, like all
I don't
these
think
famous
so in the terms
Dolly
of like,
Parton.
I think that there has been. I don't think that everybody's upset because there hasn't been. Does that make sense?
They probably
I
don't know.
think-
I'll
right.
tell you what, they probably don't know. They probably didn't even Google
If
it.
there's a tie between two female vocalists or whatever, it would be like no big deal. Oh yeah, okay. It's fine.
I sure hope not, because I think it's all dumb.
But why? I don't know.
You know what?
It's country music.
It's country. We apologize if you like. I do like country music
It's
every once in a
fine.
while.
It's good live.
In the live, it's great.
2011 and 2012 was Taylor Swift. Carrie Underwood both in 2009 and 2010.
What are you complaining about then, people?
Right.
Oh wait,
Shania Twain, 2000.
What's the, requirements? to win
Reba
this award?
McEntire.
To be the entertainer of the
Like, do you
year.
have to be that much more entertaining than anybody else? Or
You
is it
have
just
to
a
be
vote.
Carrie
It's a vote.
friggin' Underwood. Can you be Carrie
How many
Underwood?
times has she won?
Yes,
She
I
won
can.
2 years in a row in 2009 and 2010.
Dude, this is a bogus story. This whole thing's bogus.
The Dixie Chicks won together.
Oh, they're not. They're just the chicks now. You got to take Dixie out of name. Same with another country artist that we're going to talk about that's getting sued.
Garth Brooks.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
even
did you hear
think
about
of-
that?
Yeah.
So people are tying
Reba McEntire, come on.
I mean, I'm telling you, Dolly Parton's got to be in there too. This whole thing,
9 to 5.
absolutely, man. I mean,
Barba Mandrill in 81.
the whole thing is just
Dolly
stupid.
Parton.
Done. See,
Boom.
how am I not a savant in country music? I am. I'm country music award winner savant. But once you have a tie, where do we go from here? We shut it off. We just pull it way back. We have one winner. We cut all award shows. We only do the Super Bowl. We only do World Series. Basketball can take a hike. Like all the things, hockey, they can fight it out, right?
So they already have a male vocalist and female vocalist of the year. I'm sorry,
then
I'm still
entertainer
on
of the year. Like, I don't know. It's a whole. Why do people care?
Prince should just win every year.
Yes.
In the country
Can we do
music
that?
awards.
Can we pull
That I mean, anytime, even if it's a hologram, I'm like, that's Prince.
Yeah, it's true. But the country music scene has gone through some hiccups, especially with all the stuff happening with all the Confederate things with, the Dixie Chicks is one of them. Lady Antebellum is another one that they had to change their name. You know who Lady Antebellum is, Chris?
Sounds familiar.
I mean, they're a country music group.
They're like a popular pop country.
It sounds kind of like a mushroom dish.
little bit. You mean like a nice risotto?
Lady Portobello, whatever.
Portobello,
Lady
Antebellum. You
Portobello.
know what? Lady
Jeez.
Portobello. You know what? They could probably change their name to Lady Portobello and do better because they're getting sued.
It's a dual sue. It's a Sewell duel.
It's a Sewell duel? A Sewell duel. I sue you. You sue me. We sue each other. Boom.
With a lady.
So Lady Antebellum changed their name to Lady A.
Changed is a loose word because their fans have been referring to them as Lady A for like the last 10 years.
So they say.
No, that is a fact.
Come on.
That is 100% a fact.
They're Lady Antebellum.
When I was in middle school, people were referring to them as Lady A.
Okay, so for those of us not in the room that doesn't know what Lady Antebellum refers to,
Not referring to you. I mean, the audience outside
just
of the room.
explain it for those watching again who may not know why Lady Antebellum is so offensive and would require to be changed.
So Lady Antebellum, the word antebellum relates to the South and the Confederacy. So therefore it is a representation of the Confederate South, which represents racism and everything related to that. It needs to be torn down, burned, or whatever.
They originally
so
chose
therefore they
the
need to change
name.
it.
They originally chose the name 14 years ago because the Southern antebellum style home their first photos were shot at, and that reference reminded them of the genres of music that defined their own style of music, right? But it's like a Southwestern plantation style home.
It's a style of home.
Yeah.
And now we've related it to, well, that is tied to the Confederate on some level, and therefore it represents racism to someone. I mean, again, how far do we go with this stuff? And they're getting sued by somebody who is another musician that's called Lady A.
So there's this lady that what is her name? I can't find it.
Lady
right now.
A.
No. Well, yeah, that's what she goes by, but she has an actual real name.
So right here, this is Chris, this is Lady A or Lady Antebellum.
Something white.
Right? You've seen them before.
The one on the left?
Yeah, no, this is the group, the three of them.
Oh.
That is the whole group.
Oh, okay. I thought the one on the left was Lady.
Right. No, that's a gentleman.
Oh.
The lady's in the middle. There's two dudes and a lady.
She has a strong jaw.
Yes. So Lady
Anita
A,
White.
right?
Anita White is the other artist who also goes by Lady A, but she has been going by Lady A since the early 90s.
Oh, so we got a trademark infringement situation.
Well, here's the deal. They say that the Lady A, Anita White, has filed a federal lawsuit against the band members of Lady Antebellum. But the thing is that the people that are sticking up for this Anita White character are saying that she has accrued common law rights as the Lady A trademark in connection with the music and entertainment service as a result of her long, continuous, and prominent use of the Lady A mark since at least the early 1990s.
Is she a country music star as well?
No, she's a soul artist.
Yeah, so this is a picture of
That's different.
of her.
Well, I mean, sure,
right
that's
here, right?
different genres. Yeah,
Is this is
that's Lady A.
Anita White, or also referred to as Lady A. So she's suing Lady Antebellum, and Lady Antebellum is suing her.
Lady Antebellum first sued her. So Lady Antebellum threw
okay.
that out because of the fact that they had to change their name, their moniker, right, officially.
Right.
So as soon as that happened, they're saying that our fans have been calling us this for years. They already expect this like of us. The name is already tied to us in this way. So we're going to sue you just because we already have trademark on Lady A because they sell merch that says Lady A on it and they have for years, right?
Right.
But the thing that really comes down to it is does the whole idea of first come, first serve work here?
Well, it's in trademarks. So it's because she got common. Well, Steve, what do you think about that?
Steve?
Nothing.
Steve's here. Look at that. And I had you muted.
Do about nothing.
Much ado about nothing. Look at that. But I think it's Steve. I'm so glad you're here. How you doing, buddy?
I've been here the whole time. Where have you been?
I know. You've just been so silent. He's been so quiet. He's good
There's
at
just
that.
nothing that really piqued my interest so far.
But Lady Antebellum suit really piqued because you're
Lady Antebellum. I mean, what do you mean?
How
Lady
could you
A.
not?
How could
right?
you not? I mean,
Lady A.
Lady. That's right. Don't say Antebellum. We'll get canceled.
Well, that's just the thing. It's like
those Southerners really get me.
if they're so pressured to change their name because of the whatever 6 degrees of separation from
because
racism,
of the architectural style
Right.
that was popular
So
during the Confederacy.
pressure to do that, and then they're pressured by their fans to actually adhere to this Lady A thing, which is more convenient than a whole different brand change, stuff like that. And then you have this lady over here. That's great. You have your own brand and everything as Lady A, Lenita White. But who are you?
Right.
And only that. But would they ever be on the same ticket together?
No,
They
absolutely
would never
not.
be at the same show.
But
So-
now in today's day and age, having like the same name as another artist is a problem when it comes to finding that person's music.
Yeah, it's all about search results and,
absolutely.
and SEO and all that stuff.
How like profitable is your music just in general.
But it doesn't matter if Facebook's going to censor all your stuff and celebrities are going to go off for one day. So
Right.
you know, it doesn't really matter.
I'm going to look up album sales for Anita White.
Right.
Yeah, because it'll be interesting to see how big are you, Anita White, and I don't mean like in size.
You know, even if she was, she'd be brave.
That's right, big brave.
I think it's just all COVID related, anyways. It's all COVID's fault.
It's all COVID's fault, right?
Everything else is.
That's right. This is so silly.
COVID's
It's just
pulled back the curtain and shown us all just how dark and hateful we all are.
Well, the thing that's interesting. So, Jake, you looked that up, but we're going to move on to the next story because there's something that's happening.
Apparently, she hasn't made a lot of money at all.
So, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
gets
That
this
doesn't
lawsuit.
surprise me until the lawsuit is going to be her
And she's
moneymaker.
62. Retire, Lady A.
Yeah, she's 62 and not popular.
Copyrights where the money is.
Copyrights where the money is. It's
But
true.
I can't even tell because both of them have trademarks on this, apparently. Or at least that's what they claim.
Well, then it's the government's fault.
I'd love to be on the phone call when the lawyer called Anita and said, like, hey, did you know someone else is using Lady A? She probably had no idea.
Yeah.
What a lady a-hole.
Well, no, I don't think that's.
You think that's what she
not-
said?
No, I don't think that's what she said.
But you should trademark that real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should. Jake, get on that. Trademark that right now. Trademark the Lady
should
A-hole.
start
That's going to be a
the,
TSTO
cover
trademark.
band. The cover band, Lady A-hole.
But I only do Anita White songs.
You make them more popular than she ever did.
Yep.
But you know what?
Hey, the
Speaking
covers
of,
usually are bigger than the originals anyways.
that's right. But you know what's even bigger than the Lady A and Lady A suit is baseball is going to a bubble. You know what?
It works so well for the NFL.
For the NBA.
NBA.
Yeah. You know
The
what?
NFL is doing great right now, Steve. The Cowboys have a whole season ahead of them. We're going to come back. We're going to be just fine. Michael Irving said that it's going to be us versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this year.
Michael Irving is partial because he was a
Michael
cowboy.
Irving is... Yeah, he's really
He's
biased.
just a cowboy guy.
Yeah.
His team would have made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, his team would have made it to the Super Bowl.
Ezekiel Elliott is the new
Overpaid.
Emmitt Smith.
Oh,
Not
right.
overpaid.
Sorry.
So this bubble's moving from Disney to baseball?
Did you see
So,
him?
yeah, so-
he was built different.
So
When he said
baseball.
bubbles, I got excited because I thought maybe they're going to wear those like bubble suits that you get like at
They're
parties
gonna
and
play
stuff.
baseball in the big bubble suit. Can
They're
you
gonna swing for
imagine?
the bubble.
yeah,
That's right. That's
Byron
right.
Beauregard.
Get Mike Trout out there to hit those bubbles.
Hit those bubbles.
So
Dingers.
the bubble is happening now. They've done it for the NBA, and it worked. I don't know if it worked or not, but they were playing basketball games. So I hear. I wasn't watching. And they're still
baseball
doing
players?
no the
Wait,
basketball
were
players.
they playing basketball or were they just doing social commentary?
It was all social commentary. Yep, it was all actually a Democratic National Convention. The whole thing.
Oh.
But
I think that LeBron just likes to play. That's what I think.
Play what?
Sports.
I mean,
Basketball specifically.
What?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check.
So baseball's going to try and do the bubble. They haven't done the bubble. They've been allowed to go places, and so far there's only been a few. At the beginning of the season, there were teams that were like the Marlins had to shut down a couple games, but there really hasn't been a whole lot of COVID messing with the season so far.
I think the number was 41 postponed events or
41 total postponed games.
45 postponements.
45 postponements total, and it's not cancellations, and it's a short season anyways, but they're going to do this bubble to try and get through the World Series without people having to leave and whatever. I just don't know if, when you really look at it, there's been no serious COVID. Like, they're just people that have tested positive. There's been nobody that's like gone to the hospital. There's been nobody that's actually really been sick.
These are athletes.
Because these are athletes, and it really only affects the elderly, people with underlying conditions.
Athletic white blood cells. Their white blood cells are like a linebacker.
I'm glad you
blood cells. Blood cells.
Fact check me if you can, but people, isn't COVID another strand of the cold? It's a new virus. I know it's new.
It is.
It's a strand of influenza. Of
Right.
SARS.
It's a strand of flu.
Right. I know
COVID's been around for a long time.
Yeah, right.
COVID,
That's why it's 19, not COVID 1.
Right.
COVID 2.
If it was COVID 0, we'd have an issue.
Right.
And that's why they're saying now most people have been exposed to some sort of COVID. So the people that were really susceptible have already gotten it bad, and everybody else is just going to work through it.
Well, they're saying about New York, so many people got it, and so many people, like, it ran through New York. So now I think they had 65 total tests positive this week or yesterday, and no deaths.
Right.
And that's been the consistent trend. So it's gone through New York. They've had their it was horrible.
Well,
it was bad.
And we work in public environments, right? We're essential workers. And so we come into contact with all these people every day, right? So at some point, and we're handling drinks and food.
And
so,
even in LA, the big news now is things have dropped significantly. So even LA, as bad as it is getting better.
Yeah.
And they're starting to move up the sheet.
The curve has definitely been flattened. There's no question about that.
We don't want it to get bad again.
No, well, but
is it quite ready for the bubble?
But it's not going to be gone. Like, it's not going anywhere. And the vaccines, as much as they talk about, it's going to be great, it's going to be,
they're now saying not till next spring.
Oh yeah, Fauci said good luck till 2021, guys. Like, end of 2021, you'll be back to regular. I'm sorry, not happening.
Once we get past November 3rd, things are going to shift.
Miraculously, well, maybe. But so they're going to the bubble.
I zoned out for a few seconds.
They're going to the bubble. You're watching the baseball highlights, weren't you? Yeah, Jake's watching this. He's watching people hit home runs.
Well, not only are they going to the bubble, but they're going to allow fans.
Yes. They're going to allow, but do the fans have to be
because
in
Texas allows it.
Right? Because that's where they're going to go.
That's the bubble for the World Series.
Well, and that's more of the point, is to get fans in the stands.
Right.
I think, because that has been the biggest takeaway. Now, the NFL this weekend, I was blown away. It was awesome.
Yeah, having all the fans?
games. There were fans in Kansas City, but that was the only game with fans.
Is that true?
The rest of the games were all some cardboard cutouts and crowd noise.
Because SoFi opened and they couldn't have fans for the big reveal.
Yeah, but that's LA too.
It's not going to happen in LA. But I mean, it did feel real watching the game.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the beginning and I didn't watch halftime.
I think the Cowboys were a little lazy because they didn't have anybody rooting them on.
I think, but watching the game, I forgot there was nobody in the stands.
Right.
And then they showed the stands. I was like, wait, it's empty. What does it feel? And I think at one point, I think it might have been the end of the Steelers game. I think something happened and the sound got shut off. And I was listening to the commentators and the kicker was there to I think it was an extra point or something. And there was no crowd noise. And I was like, did something just happen?
Weird.
Or are they not hearing the crowd noise?
Weird.
They're supposed to hear the crowd noise, right? It's pumped into the stadium.
Yeah. And they're allowed to crank it up to 75 decibels.
That's right. It's based on the stadium, right? It's based on the typical crowds there, and they use that.
You get I think it's a permit for how loud you can push it.
Yeah.
Because there is a sound ordinance. There's a level at which in a certain city or county line that you're allowed to go up to a certain decibel, and they have to get a permit for that. So whatever's approved in that city is what they can pump it to.
Well, I think some of the difference too is I'm used to seeing some baseball games in person.
Right.
Football, I haven't been to a football game in years, so
I've never been to a professional.
I'm used to seeing it on TV, so that transition wasn't as difficult.
Right. And I think that's the other thing. So when we get to the point where football games will be in person. Now, the Chiefs game, they had 16,000 fans.
They had 17,000 fans.
Yeah, okay, 17,000 fans.
That's 1,000 more fans.
Well, it wasn't exactly. It was like 16,870.
It was 16,700.
So was that over their rating if they went to 17,000?
I don't know,
I think
maybe.
they have a decibel
Maybe.
reader that has all of it. But my point is, I was blown away. Baseball has sucked.
Oh, it's
as
been
far
the
you
worst,
try and
dude.
watch a game, and it's just like, ugh,
But
I can't
think-
even watch it.
I think part of that has to do with like in football, like you were saying, you kind of get you're there, you're just sitting in it, and you're watching the game
Yeah.
as if you would normally see it, and there's no obstruction, there's no differences the way that we see the broadcast.
Yeah.
In baseball, you see the stands
All the time.
All the
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
Football's
100% of the
focused
game.
on the gridiron, where
Oh,
baseball is the stadium because you're looking for home runs, you're looking for all
Right.
sorts
Well,
of stuff.
and
So-
because of the level of the field.
Also, just
the
because
camera for football
it's
is
a
up.
shape. It's like a
Yeah.
big crazy shape.
Yeah.
So like just anywhere the ball goes, the angle is going to have
Right.
fans in it. In
It was
football,
the only
you could have
football,
the wire
the only
cam.
time you see the football, the stands would be for the field goal kicks.
The field goal, and when you
Right.
get the sideline cam, there's a couple
Yeah,
other
a couple
times.
of, but it's not the big part of the game.
But it was funny a couple of times in two of the games I saw this weekend. The sky cam. It was like they were cutting from the booth talking, and they were trying to get back to a play, but it was in a hurry up. And the sky cam was like hurrying to get there, and it like almost got there. And then they cut to another camera, and then you see the sky cam going across the screen. Like,
Whoa! I've never seen that.
it was like I'm like, are they going to get there? Are they going to get there? It was the Buccaneers Saints game, and Drew Brees brought him up to the field.
Watched that. I did watch that while driving.
I was like, oh man, they're gonna miss the play.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but I was
That's the
super
story.
impressed.
Brady had his debut,
Tom Brady.
and he looked like a nightmare.
He looked like he started off
With his rushing touchdown.
with his rushing touchdown. Like,
Did this just turn into uncles talk about sports?
I
corner?
know. Hey, we back. You know what I was talking about this weekend? We'll do a football segment later. But I
That's
tell you
so
what.
easy when you don't play the
back to the
Jets and the
baseball
Dolphins
bubble.
every week.
Back to the baseball bubble. So I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference because how many fans are they allowing in for the 5 fans?
All that are left.
All that are left. That's right.
Wasn't it like 25% of the stadium?
At 25% of the stadium.
so it's about 10,000.
So about like a normal Angel Stadium.
Yeah,
Right.
or less.
We have 16,000 in attendance tonight.
Yep.
Oh,
We have capacity.
That's gonna be double to what the Angels have been drawing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work. I just think the baseball season kind of has been a bust in
Yeah,
general, right?
100%.
I think that the football ratings were down.
baseball tried to start too early.
Yeah,
If baseball would have taken their time to figure it out, I feel like it would
but
have
see,
been.
I think baseball
they-
would have come up with what they did. I don't think they would have done anything different.
if everybody could have agreed, you know what I mean?
But
On
the
that.
problem they're running into was weather problems, that they had to get the season started or they couldn't do it.
That's true because in
so
certain
they actually
places
started too late for the season. I mean, just being a 60-game season, just like it just doesn't do it for
Yeah,
me.
no, it doesn't, and I think it also is different for the players. It's like we have to get something because there's some sort of revenue. I was talking about with Dad the revenue loss in cities because stuff's not opening, and now Disney.
Oh, big.
Right, because Disney's still not open, and we covered a story where the employees signed a petition to not open. Well, now the employees are signing a petition to open.
Well,
And
Anaheim
the
said
city of
$100 million.
Anaheim, right? City of Anaheim said $100 million lost because Disneyland's been closed, and you also have Angels,
Well,
and you have Ducks.
Well, you have the Orange County, just the whole tourism in the
Oh,
billions.
yeah,
Was
it's
it
all
$8
in
billion
the
that
tank.
hasn't really hit.
Right.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's
And
in
so
the
we're just
tank.
waiting for the governor to say that the amusement park's going to open.
Yeah,
Now
that's
the
all
problem
we're waiting
is,
on.
how long is it going to take Disney to get up and running after that?
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
going to be a long time.
It's going to be Disney, Knott's. I mean, even you talk about the
Soak
Ducks.
City, baby.
Soak City.
They've got to try and get their employees back. They got them retrained.
And the new training with all of the new requirements that they're going to have because there's going to be requirements.
The fairs would have been done.
Yeah, the
You know,
fair is
like-
a veritable smorgasbord. A smorgasbord.
Sure,
a
but we
smorgasbord.
had the trucks.
After
we had
the
food
gates
trucks.
are shut.
We talked about the food trucks,
Right.
But that's. I mean, really, what they get you on is when you're just like, a ring toss. I love a ring toss. Like, that's where the fair gets you. You know.
And how many people do you think are really going to show up at these places when they first open?
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, they're going to be capacity controlled, but will they really have a problem?
Well, where was it that somebody was open and they were expecting big crowds? And it was
Walt Disney World.
It was Walt Disney. Yeah, Walt Disney World.
and Universal in Orlando. They
Right.
both had to cut back their hours because
Right.
they're just not pulling in the crowd.
Because it's people aren't ready. I mean, we even noticed at church. We had a tent set up. Now we went to Steve and I went to a peaceful protest this weekend. That's right. We were there at a peaceful protest at our church in a tent, and we had church.
I was actually working the protest.
You were working the protest.
I was one of the instigators.
That's right. You're one of the instigators. Brought in by an outside group. But we were at a peaceful protest, and it was a tent, and it was set up for 500 people. There are reservations. It's sold out. I mean, the reservations were gone. They were free, but they had to reserve because of people, right?
Then we had crashers like the Frasers.
And then people like the Frasers who didn't sign up just showed up and got in there.
Is that classified as a peaceful protest?
I mean, I classified it as a peaceful protest.
It wasn't that peaceful. We had amplifying systems there.
We did have amplifying systems. But my point is...
Was it under 75 decibels? I just yawned.
But my point is, it was set, the tent was set for 500 people. The reservations were for 500 people. We didn't get 500 people. The tent wasn't full any service.
Well, I think Disney Land will draw a little bit more than Walt Disney World, though, because so much of their trade is local and people really want to get in. So I think it'll be better, but I think it's still going to be, it's going to be a long time before they get back up to the normal.
I feel like Disney is the kind of thing that people would just be like, the moment that thing opens up.
There's people that are waiting
I think their first couple of weeks will be slammed, and then I think they'll get back to like what they had with Star Wars Land. People are just not going to show up.
Yeah, I think that just like Star Wars, I think that's a great point. It's going to be like Star Wars. People are excited, and then they kind of show up, and then they don't.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is really expensive. And I have to wear a mask the whole time.
Are you kidding me? I have to pay $8 for a beignet.
And they closed the loophole of eating a churro and walking, so you can't even do that. So I'm not even saying if they require if they require you to wear a mask the whole time, which they will, right? That's a given.
Well, Newsom's going to require that.
Right. And so then what do you do? I'm going to peacefully protest and not wear my mask. But they can tell me not to go. But the thing that is really interesting is who's going to get into the bubble? Who's going to get in to Disneyland? Are they going to be allowed in? Are they going to allow anybody in? Because
it's going to be like China facial recognition type of stuff where you walk up and it's like, you look like a good egg.
You look like a good egg. Or maybe with a mask, you can't tell what it is. Like maybe it's a bear that tries to get in.
What a segue.
Just like the bear that broke into a guy's backyard this last weekend, and it was caught on Ring camera. So imagine you're sitting by your pool and you're sunning, you're just very relaxed, laying there, letting the sun tan your body.
Take me there, Todd.
It's nice and calm. You hear some birds in the background, right? And then all of a sudden, something sniffs your foot.
Oh. And it's not the dog.
And it's not your dog. So this little fella, look at this. See that there's feet right there, guys. There's feet.
Okay.
The little fella's just
his
drinking
backyard.
He's just drinking the pool water. He's just a little oh, they pulled it off. So there's a screenshot. The bear comes and sniffs the guy's foot.
And then he paws at it, and then the guy wakes up, and the bear runs away.
The bear broke into his backyard just to sniff his foot.
Well, because he didn't have bare feet.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, man. We missed that.
You know what? We totally missed that. But you know what? The Bears are wreaking havoc. And I was kind of thinking our buddy would
opposite of Mike Ditka.
Opposite of Mike Ditka would come and tell us about the Bear Naked Trip. We're gonna have to schedule him.
Yeah, we'll bring him in at some time.
Because now we're gonna have to play a game.
Oh,
we're getting close to the end. We're getting close. Are you guys? How are you holding up, Chris?
I'm here.
Steve, you're fresh and ready to go.
Man, you guys
Jake's
can do
yawning.
That. I'm tired.
I can tell you
I'm
too.
So tired.
Chris and Jake are like dying right here, and Steve and I are like, let's go.
Making coffee was easy.
I've had my coffee today.
So
I've had so much coffee today.
We're an hour and 17 minutes in, and we're gonna play a final game.
I love it.
Because we're gonna play a game. Fact or fiction? So here's the deal.
I love fiction.
Nobody has seen these headlines except for me. Okay. So I am going to read. I'm just going to read the headline. Okay. I'm just going to read the headline, and then you guys have to decide: is it a real story or is it a fake story? And Jake, no screen looking.
Okay.
Okay. No screen looking over here because I am going to. I was going to use the Bears the first one, but no, I'm gonna start here. Okay. So first story. Bankrupt Chuck E. Cheese wants to shred 7 billion prize tickets. So Chuck E. Cheese is bankrupt. Okay, that's the first fact or not. Mm-hmm. And they have 7 billion prize tickets that they're going to just shred because there's no need for them anymore. Fact or fiction, Chris, to you?
Fact, because they're trying to find ways to give their employees a final, weeks.
Why would they give?
Because have you ever been at those shredding machines at their place when you're putting the tickets in there to get the count?
Yeah.
They'll be there for months, getting 7 billion tickets going through there.
All right, so Steve,
Fact then fiction.
fact then fiction. Oh, he thinks it's a mix. All right, Jake, what's your guess?
I think it's fact, and I think it's slightly because of what Chris is talking about, because I think that they just want their employees to have one last hurrah and hear the
Well,
And have confetti.
it is a real story. Chuck E. Cheese is bankrupt, and they're going to shred 7 billion prize tickets. They were worthless to begin with, and now they're still worthless.
So why shred them? They're worthless. Just throw them away.
They're not worthless because if you play your tickets right, you can walk out with a disco ball.
Stuff you can buy for like $2, and it costs you a bunch of
up,
money to get
Todd.
that.
But you had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
did.
bet you didn't play skee ball when you spent those $2.
Yeah, that's.
I'll be over here.
All right, okay. Next story. Here we go. Over 20 people hurt after 2 cranes collide in Texas. Was this fact or fiction? Do you think that they really had crane operators that
Did you say over 2 cranes?
2 cranes?
I thought you said trains.
No, cranes with a C. So over 20 people hurt after 2 cranes. I mean, it's a believable number.
Was this on
20.
the seashore and 2 cranes were flying and they,
No, these are mechanical cranes.
okay.
They're
But it
building.
says- but it
They're
says
building.
which one's the
over.
right one?
It says over 20 people. That could
Over
be
20
any
people.
number
It could
of
be any
people
number
over
of
20.
people. Okay. So, all right, comment below if you think this is a real story or a fake story. I'm going to start with Steve this time. Can start with Chris. Steve, what do you think? Fact or fiction?
Oh my gosh.
I'll go with fiction at this point.
You'll go with
that
fiction.
Really bothered me.
That really bothered you. All right,
unnerving.
Jake,
I'm going to say fact because I kind of want this to
you
be
want
true.
it to be true. You don't think it's just like these crane operators saw our story about those big robots in Japan? All right, Chris.
That wasn't real?
Chris, fact or fiction?
Absolutely fact.
Absolutely fact. And it is a fact.
Heck
Right.
yeah, dude. We're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. So
I'll tell you why.
why?
Because all this COVID stuff, social distancing, people just want to have a freaking high five.
Dude,
They're trying to use those cranes.
even the cranes are trying to shake hands.
Right.
Even the
You
cranes,
know what? I think
man.
that's the best explanation ever.
While-
They were
while
giving a
playing
high five.
Hooked on a feeling.
I was gonna say more that they've just been bored and they were trying to like thumb wrestle.
Yo,
Like, that's what I was thinking.
Can we go out on Hooked on a Feeling, but sung by Captain Hook from Shrek 2?
we could try that.
That's online.
So the number that's over 20 is 22.
That's not bad.
See?
okay.
That's-
See, I would have
that's
gone with
the-
18.
Yeah, but it was over 20,
No,
Steve.
but see, if
but
it had 18, I would have said it was.
If it was 18, you would have said
That's why-
fact.
that's why I said it was-
Okay, you said
But
fiction.
that's because it's specific. If
I
over
know.
20 is not as specific.
I know.
That's right. All right. Okay,
Two cranes
next
is also
story.
very specific too.
Next, we got to hustle get through these. I've got like 7 stories for us to choose from.
Good grief.
All right, here we go. So next story.
For all of them.
Trump orders schools to replace anti-American curriculum with daily viewings of Top Gun. Fact or fiction? They got to watch Maverick and Goose
No
instead
way.
of anti-American curriculum. Jake, what's your guess?
Absolutely not. I really want this to be
You
true.
want this to be true?
I want this to be true so bad.
All right, Chris, what do you think? Fact or fiction?
Definitely fiction.
Definitely. Really? You don't have faith that Trump could put out there that Tom Cruise is the ideal American and you need to watch
No,
this?
I think all of it is true except for it's not Top Gun.
What is it?
The Terminator.
What?
But he's
No, it's
Austrian.
Die
That doesn't
Hard.
work.
It's
Die Hard.
It's about an illegal alien coming from the future. A robot.
But it's Trump, not Newsom.
More like Gavin Gruesome.
All right, Steve.
It sounds like a midnight tweet. So I'll go with it.
Midnight tweet. All right, it is fiction. That is a Babylon Bee story, but man, I really wish that was true. I wish that the requirement in school was for kids to daily watch Top Gun to remember how
That'd be
great
so
America
funny.
is.
By the time they get into high school, they're like, I can't watch this movie anymore.
No,
It just
by the
triggers
time
them.
they're just constantly like, I feel the need for speed.
But they could have
take me to
like,
bed, Goose.
they could totally be like training them in order to be drone pilots in the future.
Yeah, man.
Oh, see, but they're gonna be disappointed when it's drones. They're not gonna fly
But
F-14s.
if you had the power to instill one movie into someone to be an American.
You mean the Three Amigos?
Night at the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian.
So you'd make all the children of America watch that every single day.
Are you?
To become a better patriot.
That cast is unbelievable,
Well,
dude.
It is, but all right.
I would do. Chris, what would you choose?
The Patriot.
Oh, you know what? Okay,
Patriot.
I would choose. That's a
Over
good
Night
choice.
at the
That's a good
Museum
choice.
too?
I
But-
wanted to yeah.
But I think because we're living in it, I would say they need to watch The Matrix.
Ben Stiller,
it's
Robin
history.
Williams, Owen Wilson, Sean Levy, Ricky Gervais, Steve Coogan, Rami Malek,
hand's blocking your
Amy
face. The
Adams,
camera can't see you.
Mizu Peck, Hank Azaria. Come on, guys.
All right, good point.
Bill Hader.
Good point.
What about
Okay.
Maverick versus Top Gun?
Well, we haven't seen it yet. We need to know.
Christopher Guest.
The theaters are open now, so we're gonna have to go see Maverick. We're gonna
John
have to go see
Bernthal is Al
Maverick.
Pacino.
All right,
County.
all right, okay. Last one, guys. Last story. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Here we go. Biden campaign holds boat parade, but it's just Biden alone in a paddle boat. So because they had big Trump boat parades.
I would have seen this.
So did the Biden boat parade just consist of Biden in a paddle boat going around a little lake? We're going to start with Chris this time. Fact or fiction? It's hard because it really could be both.
I just can't picture him in a boat
Well,
like that.
in
I
the
picture
image,
him as a boat.
in the image, he's wearing a mask.
Oh, he's wearing a mask. Does he
Yeah.
have someone rowing for him?
It's a
Because-
paddle boat. It's a foot paddle boat.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's like Johnny Depp in the Rum Diaries.
is there
paddling
someone,
out
is
there
there
with
someone else
whiskey?
in the boat that could be pet?
I
moving
can't
it
tell
forward?
you any more information other than it's a foot paddle boat and he's wearing a mask.
Nope.
It's fiction.
Fiction.
Is
'cause he
it was
wouldn't-
the mask too
He
much?
wouldn't do it himself.
Oh, he wouldn't do it? Okay. All right. Here we go.
I think it sounds like they tried to have a boat parade and he went to the wrong place because he's not quite with it.
He just showed up at the wrong place. Jake,
So I
fact
think
or
it's false.
Fiction.
Wait. You think it's
I think it's false.
Fiction.
But I mean, but if it really were to happen, I think he showed up at the wrong parade.
this is almost as much as I want the Top Gun one. Like
Yeah.
this would be next in line. Jake, what do you say? You
Yeah,
said
it's
fiction?
it's fiction.
All right.
You gave it away.
Well, no, you said fiction, so I just went with it.
You're
but,
right.
But you know what? It was fiction. It was Babylon B. Look at this picture. He's all alone. It's the Biden boat.
Guys, I am 4 for 4 tonight.
he went to the wrong launch
That's a
because
nice paddle boat, though.
he doesn't know what's going on anymore anyways.
Dude, that is a nice paddle
It's
boat,
a
bro.
nice paddle boat. You know what? If there was
That's the I paddle boat.
if there was like a ranking for paddle boats, that would definitely tie with another paddle
I was
boat.
just gonna say that. And tie with a female.
It
paddle.
tie with a a female paddle boat. It'd be both. You wouldn't want to discriminate.
Peloton paddle boat.
It's a Peloton paddle boat. I think the screen on it. I don't
With
think
a
it's
pelican
quite
on it.
as it's a Peloton.
Peloton. Guys,
Oh man,
we're
what are
really
we?
calling back a lot of episodes.
You know what?
tonight.
We went
Episode
back.
51.
Episode 51.
Over the hill.
Over the hill. We're way over the hill. And you know what? We got through most of the stories.
We got through most of the stories. We're just going to repeat what each other
Hey,
saying.
I feel really ready to go again.
You're ready? All right. So we're going with the extended primetime late night version.
I'll catch you guys
And
later.
Jake is going to do a soliloquy about Lady A, the
Rain
original
drips.
Lady A.
Rain drips atop me. Drip, drip goes the little
Okay,
drop.
I think I'm done now. I'm ready even now. To,
I'm all
you-
wet. Help me. That's a haiku,
All right.
people.
It's a haiku. I said soliloquy. You're fired. But you know what?
Never kiss a gifted horse
That's
on the mouth.
But you can't make him drink.
Right. That's called waterboarding.
You know, when in Rome, just put a spit hood over
Start
his
a cult?
face and start a cult. You know what,
spit
guys?
hood?
That's
Those
it.
are
We're done.
blinders, Tom. Your
We're
cult
done.
pay?
We got it.
Does my cult pay?
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of position do you want. Do you want to be like a bishop?
Sure.
An archbishop?
Does he have to have a paddle boat?
No, but you have to be proficient in right hand path magic.
Oh, okay, good.
Cool. Read up on Aleister Crowley. I'll talk to you next week.
We're going to shut this whole thing down because this is getting really weird in here, and I'm not sure what's
happening. We're about to turn the lights off and go, ooga,
no,
booga.
no, none of that, none of that stuff. Keep Michael Myers over in his corner. All right, you guys. This is no Luigi board.
It's in my car, actually.
Oh dear. All right, this has been Trending Stories taking over.
I use it to find out where I'm going to have dinner that night.
I am Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier.
And we have got Chris Cody and Steve showed up to give us all the energy. And we will be back next week. Another primetime episode 52. Episode 52 is coming.
What's a good 52?
52, isn't that the number of a famous baseball player?
I'm sure it is.
Willie Mays or something like that?
Is it?
Something like that. We'll
figure it
find
out
out
next
next week. We will see you later.
Bye. Say your mom.